One of several budding stars from the 2021 NBA draft class, Franz Wagner of the Orlando Magic is off to a great start to his second season. He's one of the more unique players in the league right now. He's 6'10, very slithery when he attacks the basket, has absolutely incredible touch from every possible angle, and he can go left or right equally well. Although he's had to play some point guard with several of Orlando's guards out, injured or still rehabilitating, if we count him as a forward, no forward in the NBA so far this season has made more shots on drives than Wagner. He's made 45 of them. The only other forward in the league who's made 40 or more is Kevin Durant, and only four forwards total have made at least 30, with Giannis Antetokounmpo and Wagner's Magic teammate Paolo Banchero being the others. I think one of the best ways to describe Franz's movements when he drives into the paint is Manu Ginobili-esque, particularly mid to late career Ginobili. Ginobili in his younger years was much faster, more acrobatic, elusive, and agile, but by the late 2000s, early 2010s, Ginobili still had that graceful ability to weave around defenders, sneak through traffic, and find the seams in the defense. It's really a special talent, and Wagner has it. It's just organic for him. And let's remember, Ginobili was 6'6", Wagner is 6'10", so that height advantage makes what he does arguably even more difficult to contain. He has a knack for making shots from awkward angles. He's so crafty that defenders rarely ever alter his shots when he drives inside. Last year, when he was playing off the ball more, we saw how good of a cutter Franz is. He has a gift to recognize when the lane is not sealed off properly, and he'll sneak out of the defensive sight to have easy access to the hoop. When the Magic are fully healthy, I think we'll see even more of this. One of his flaws when it comes to driving to the hoop is that he rarely initiates contact. Very different from his teammate Banchero, Wagner looks to slide around the congestion and not absorb contact to get to the line. He's only been fouled 5 times while in the act of shooting on drives. Just to give you an idea of how often some of the best drivers get fouled, Ja Morant has been fouled 28 times while shooting on the drive, Giannis 27 times, and Luka Doncic 19 times. Banchero, if you're wondering, has been fouled 21 times while attempting a shot on the drive. Something that Franz has added to his repertoire this season is a Dirk Nowitzki-esque one-legged fadeaway shot. We saw him take a few at Eurobasket while playing for his German national team, and it's translated a bit with the Magic. He was making them consistently in the first few games, but has cooled off lately with it. As you can see here, it's a tough shot to guard because of how long he is and also how smooth he is when creating space from his defender. As I mentioned earlier, he's been handling the ball a lot with several of the Magic's guards out. And playmaking is an area of his game that helped him shoot up draft boards going into the 2021 draft. We saw flashes of him orchestrating the offense at Michigan, and in those instances, his excellent vision and instincts were accentuated. He sets up rollers really well. Wendell Carter Jr. has thrived as a roller largely because of Wagner's timing on his lobs. As you can see here, he just tosses it up at the perfect time where it's easy for the bigs to catch and finish. Franz has been pretty good driving and kicking, although the Magic have struggled with their three-point shooting this season. But 8 of the Magic's made three-pointers have come when Wagner got into the paint and kicked the ball out to a shooter. There's definitely some similarities to Hedo Turkoglu, especially with his playmaking. If you remember, Turk was Orlando's point forward in the year they went to the finals in 2009, and he and Dwight Howard ran pick and roll as well as any duo from that era. Best of all is that Wagner is a legitimate two-way player. He's unique defensively in that he can guard the perimeter and the paint equally well. He's more used as a perimeter defender in the NBA, but we've seen in situations, whether it was in college or in Eurobasket, where he could protect the rim as well. Opponents are shooting just 44% from the field, according to Second Spectrum tracking data, when he's been the closest defender. What remains to be seen, and this is precisely the same question for Banchero, is whether he can become a more dependable three-point shooter, either in catch and shoot or pull-up situations. Right now, he's shooting just 26% from beyond the arc.